Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains, MLB The Show is on the air. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. Number 37 makes his big league debut right after this. John Gray gets the start for Colorado in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
In now is John Jay, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play.
Arizona, right fielder, John Jay.
First pitch on its way. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses as we get underway here at lovely Coors Field. These Rockies guys, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved. A lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging. Slow grounder to first. McMahon fields it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's hitting over 350 in road games coming into this one, and it just seems like he comes ready to play. Maybe he really likes sleeping in hotels, or maybe he thrives off taking it to the home crowd. But whatever it is, it's working this year.
Now at the plate, David Peralta. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's hitting .437. And that one stayed too low, apparently. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Janzen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Janzen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
One out, nobody on. And there's ball 2 now. Three and 1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. The 3-1. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Striding into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First offering on its way. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Peralta leads off first with 1 away. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. The 1-1 pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. In the dirt, but swung on and missed.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping up now, Pollock. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit high. Ball 2.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 2-0 on the way is a fastball looked at for a strike.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
The 2-1 is taken for strike 2. A runner on first with 2 away. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now the 3-2 pitch on the ground to the right side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Hey, nice job all around right there. He's able to get a head start, full count, 2 outs. You know he's going right there. Batter didn't come out of his zone, no. Drove a nice single into the outfield. Now we got runners on first and third.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. It's a good first inning RBI spot for him. Runners at the corners and 2 gone. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
The 1-1 taken on the outside corner for strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
In now, Daniel Descalso, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the D-backs 2 and the Rockies nothing. Robbie Ray will be on the mound for game 4. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. So, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
And that misses for ball 4. So an early base runner in the bottom half as they're trying to get one or both of those runs right back.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Digging in now, Ian Desmond. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Desmond swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I know they love what Ian Desmond brings to this offense. He hit over 350 last month. Just consistent at bats all throughout the month. He was tough to pitch to, hitting good pitching and hit poor pitching as well. We'll see if he stays hot here.
At the plate, Charlie Blackmon, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Into the box now, Nolan Arenado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. LeMahieu, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Set to deliver on 3-0. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Second inning upcoming here in Denver. It's the D-backs 2 and the Rockies nothing. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And he watches one split the middle here. 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
Stepping up to the plate, Echeverria. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting ninth, catcher, Robbie Ray.
Stepping in, Robbie Ray. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there 1-0.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
The 1-0 home is taken, strike one. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
The 1-2 is outside for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded by Echeverria. And there's one away.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Adeiny Echeverria. His calling card is 100% his glove. He's high up there in range, the ability to go in the hole and make the long throw across the diamond. Look for him to have a big impact on defense today.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. 1-0 curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now. Now the 2-0 is taken for a strike. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Stepping in, Ryan McMahon. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. And now they've got him in a rundown. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Another 0-2 coming. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the D-backs 2 and the Rockies nothing. Welcome back to beautiful Colorado as we're set for the top of the third in this one from Coors Field in Denver. Digging in to try it again. John Jay. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. A high fastball is in there. Curveball that time, not even close. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Into the box, David Peralta. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
One out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Blackman is under it. 2 down.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in, the power hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First delivery to him on the way. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Now the 3-0 offering is laid off, but in there for strike one. The 3-1 pitch takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
Count it 3-2.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. 29 home runs for him on the year, as the D-backs have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Swinging a soft liner that gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Into the box now, Eduardo Escobar, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Pollock is off at first with 2 away. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He's running. That's a strike to throw down. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Now in the box, number 37. And this at-bat marks the beginning of his big league career. An exciting moment for him.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. His path to the big leagues wasn't the most direct, but you have to give him a whole lot of credit for getting here. He has a chance to make an impression on the higher-ups here in September and earn a more permanent spot on this roster next year.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments. Had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life? Grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The pitcher, John Gray, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Striding in for the Rockies, DJ LeMahieu. He drew a walk his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Now the 1-0. Taken strike one on the inside corner.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball
3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And a full count now, 3-2. None out, runners at first and second. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Pollock on the run. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ian Desmond 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Runners are at first and third, one away. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did. And they add a number to the run column.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one just missed outside.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
High and deep to left center field. Back goes Pollock at the track. No one can make a play on this one, and the first Colorado hit is going to be good for extra bases. And the runner will score from first. And he will come all the way around to score. Unbelievable.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First pitch of the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 3 runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, but it was a big one, the home run. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Eduardo Escobar.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
1-2.
And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Daniel Descalso, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 delivery. Down the left field line and deep. Desmond is after it, but this will land foul just shy of the wall. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. Lays off 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Descalso, the runner at second with 1 away. Three and 0 now. Pitch on its way to Avila. There's a strike. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Here's Echeverria now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. Oh, and 2, here it is. Heading out towards shallow right. Waiting on it is Dahl. 2 gone.
Now batting, pitcher, Robbie Ray.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Robbie Ray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Now the 2-0 home is up and in, but called a strike. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Popped him up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair through 3.5. We're all even at 3 apiece. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Way gone out to the tree farm. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. Number 21 for him on the season as they take the lead 4-3.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Jay is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. There's great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
A ball and 2 strikes to count to Ryan McMahon. The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Peralta's under it. 2 down.
Now batting, number 37.
At the plate, number 37. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Soft liner towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 37 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Stepping in now, John Gray, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
It's 1 and 2.
Swinging a soft liner, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. On the move is Jay. Into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. Rockies strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. We're through 4. 4-3 Colorado. Jeff Hoffman, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 34, Jeff Hoffman.
In now is John Jay.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, right fielder, John Jay.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Called strike, and that'll run it full. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. Jay will turn for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
So striding in, David Peralta, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Jay leads off second with nobody out. Ground ball right side. And there's one down now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Digging in and looking for more, Paul Goldschmidt, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. And
he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
Center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
Ready for another chance? A.J. Pollock, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Standing in now, Eduardo Escobar, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. The 0-1 delivery. And there's a base hit on the line. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
Into the box now, Daniel Descalzo, as he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ball and a strike. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on a dead run. And that ends the inning. 1 for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. Middle of the afternoon here at Coors Field. All even now at 4 apiece. Coming to the plate now, Ian Desmond. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First offering on its way. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
2-1.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Digging in once again, Charlie Blackmon. If you remember, he motored around the diamond for an inside-the-park home run last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Digging in, Nolan Arenado. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. First pitch here is a slider, but that's taken up and away for a ball. It's 1-0. 5th inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4.
Yeah.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit. Why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
hard hit ball to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the 2-out hit extends the inning for Trevor Story.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, so be it.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And, hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
First pitch of the at-bat. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Missed with a breaking ball. Arenado leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. In now, David Dahl, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two down, runners at first and second. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Line towards center field. And that's in there, base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 5-4 game.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box, Ryan McMahon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch grounded up the first baseline. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Peralta's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Rockies forced to settle for 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Rockies 5 and the Diamondbacks 4. Standing in, Alex Avila comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The catcher, number 5, Alex Avila.
is ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Now batting.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Standing in now, Echeverria. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0. Two and one now. Three balls and a strike to count to the Diamondbacks shortstop.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Here's the 3-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Robbie Ray.
Christian Walker will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 53, Christian Walker.
And looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Daniel Hudson will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Daniel Hudson.
Digging in, number 37. He'll open it up in the Colorado 6th.
Catcher, number 37.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Escobar waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Carlos Gonzalez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home is a fastball taken high for a ball. Career line against Daniel Hudson. He's gone 3 for 8. Now the 2-0. He's a heater in there for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Fouled off. And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2. Ian Desmond would be next. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They lead it 5-4. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Chris Russin is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 52, Chris Russin.
In now is John Jay. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
No balls and a strike to count. Line drive to center field. And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Striding in once again, David Peralta. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Here's the first pitch to him. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High in the air into shallow left center. There to take it is Desmond, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Number 74 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 74.
Paul Goldschmidt will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Jay, base runner at first with 1 out. Oh, this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Ready now, A.J. Pollock. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
First pitch on its way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Missed with a slider. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And that sinking fastball didn't sink. It stayed high.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. And he has come through big time as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. He's safe at the plate. And this ball game is tied here in the 7th. And not in time as the second run scores.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1 out and a runner on third. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Now a line drive to left center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've pushed it to 2 here in the 7th.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Stepping in now, Daniel Descalso. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots. And now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Runners on first with 1 down. In there, and it's full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Runners on the move for second. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out.
The catcher, number 5, Alex Avila.
Almonte is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Alex Avila will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low apparently. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Pitch on its way to Avila. Outside, 3-0 now.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
2 out here and a runner at second. In there, 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Into the box now, Echeverria. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. Popped him up. LeMahieu moving to his left, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Rockies 5. Number 66 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 66.
Digging in, Ian Desmond, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. And that misses ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
One out, nobody on. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. The 1-1 home. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Soft liner to the left side. And plenty of time over there at 3rd to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
The batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Now at the plate, Trevor Story. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Hit on the ground out to short. Echeverria's there, and that will conclude matters here in the seventh. One left for Colorado. They're down 7-5. Settling in now, number 66. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Jake Lamb is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 22, Jake Lamb.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Lamb swings and it's hit very well out to right. And gone up into the second deck. It's a solo home run for Jake Lamb. 24 home runs for him on the season as they open up an 8-5 lead.
Every run helps late in the game. And with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
In now, John Jay.
Right fielder.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
As
the pitcher right there. Do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
In now, David Peralta. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tough slider down low for a strike. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty, one man out. Inside and low, 2-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Story plays it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the D-backs tack on courtesy of this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Rockies 5. Archie Bradley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 25, Archie Bradley.
Ready once again, David Dahl. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
David Dahl.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Now a drive by Dahl, and this is hit well to right field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Solo home run there for David Dahl. Home run number 9 on the year as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these 2 teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Dribbled to the right side. That's a foul ball. No outs, nobody on. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Into the box, number 37. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 1-0. To the left side, but it's well foul. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is a strike 3 call. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Gerardo Parra will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 8, Eduardo Escobar.
There's a strike. Comes into his first at bat at 283. 13 home runs and 55 driven in. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a hard liner, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. Pollock is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Rockies 6. Number 63 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 63.
Making his way to the plate, A.J. Pollock. And all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. He'll get it into second. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day. Into the box now, Eduardo Escobar. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery, and it's 1-1. Inside corner, called a strike 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch, and there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
Pollock stands at second with no outs. He pulls this one into right, and that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
The batter second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Daniel Descalso. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Here comes the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. A man at third with one away. Taken high and deep to right. Dahl ranging back to the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 9-6 ball game.
The catcher.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 1 out and a runner on second base. In the dirt here. The 2-2. Now here's a shot out to right center field. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Echeverria.
Here's Echeverria now, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Still only one out in the inning. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Popped him up. LeMahieu takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
The pitcher, number 25, Archie Bradley.
Number 74 will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home is called a strike, down and in. And he misses 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. John Jay would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Line toward the alley in left center. But he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Diamondbacks 10 and the Rockies 6.
Your attention, please. Now
So a new pitcher set to come on now, and we'll get an appearance from the hard-throwing right-hander Santiago Casilla. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Around first, digging for 2. And just what they needed here to start the bottom of the 9th as he's in with a 2-base hit.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ian Desmond 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball in for a strike. Hit back toward the mound. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Lifetime numbers against Casilla. He's just 1 for 6. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. First pitch of the at-bat. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Desmond on at first, nobody out. And that misses 1-1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Nolan Arenado comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he takes strike 2.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the 1st strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for Colorado. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away to end it. And the Diamondbacks bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is that they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And this one concludes at a 10-7 score. The Diamondbacks win their 50th away from home. Daniel Hudson claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 10 runs on 16 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Rockies, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. A reminder that extra post-game RTD trains on the C line to Mineral and the E line to Lincoln are available down the street at Union Station. Bus service is available outside Gate B on the corner of 22nd and Lake Street.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, A.J. Pollock was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits, leading the D-backs over the Rockies 10-7. He is currently among the NL leaders in runs batted in. As of today, the Rockies sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. And the Diamondbacks are 2nd in the division, 3 games back. The St. Louis Cardinals put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 3-2. Heading into the day, the Cardinals sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. They're 7 games back. And the Dodgers sit in 1st place in the National League West Division. They have a 3-game cushion. The Marlins swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 8-2. In the standings, the Mets are in 4th place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of 1st. While the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of 1st. The Toronto Blue Jays broke up their 5-game losing skid as they took down the Red Sox on the road 5-4. At the start of the day, the Red Sox are in 2nd place in the AL East, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. And the Blue Jays are 3rd in the division, 12 games behind 1st place. The Baltimore Orioles totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 7-5. As of today, the Orioles sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. They're 15 games back. While the Athletics are in 4th place in the AL West. They're 19.5 games out of 1st. Andrew Benintendi drove in 4 and had a home run, leading Minnesota past the Royals 6-1. His modest hitting streak now stands at 9 straight games. Heading into the day, the Royals are in 4th place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of 1st. While the Twins are 2nd in the division. They're 13.5 out of 1st place. The Mariners grabbed 13 hits in the game as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 5-2. Entering the day's action, the Angels are in 3rd place in the AL West, 9.5 games behind 1st. While the Mariners are 2nd in the division, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.